I guess I'm not. I guess I was. I'm here to give you guys like a anime review, not anime review, a movie review, which is episode two of Star Wars, the Clone Wars, Star Wars, the Clone Wars. This is a movie review. This is not a series review, not like episode like TV anime review or anything like that. But this is just a movie review. So I figured I'll let you guys know. So yeah, it was talking about this episode two of this movie of Star Wars, the Clone Wars. Um, it takes. I think it takes before in where the most of the armies they get to go off the they have to go defend all these planets and stuff like that. They have to go like capture the planets or something like that. I don't know. They're trying to defeat this guy named is what's his name? General Grievous. I do believe that's his name. I'm not so sure it was General Grievous. I'm pretty sure that is because I mean he has like multiple hands or something. I think he has like probably three or four hands or something like that. I don't know, maybe multiple hands. Maybe he must. I think he probably has six hands. I think so. I'm never sure. But yeah, it was as I was saying for they're trying to look for General Grievous. So they're trying to catch him and make sure he's dead and stuff. And you make sure he's not in control of the droid army and so was that. Even though the droid army did basically do what they did and stuff like that, especially some of the battles that I loved about in the second movie and stuff like that. And now also in the second movie where they have to go defend Padme, which Anakin Skywalker he's in love with Padme. But even though Padme was not ready for a relationship because she didn't want to push Anakin aside with that. And you could tell that Anakin is he's kind of immature. That's the word I basically want to put it. I mean, to me, he is immature. He does not know how to act right. He does not know how to use his powers right to be a Jedi. Even though he's not a Jedi yet, but even though he's not, he basically got Obi Wan to help him out, And I mean, Anakin is just trying to be a good Palpatine, to Obi Wan. And it just seems to me that doesn't say it if Anakin really actually is that he's having a hard time, trying to get along with Obi Wan. So that it seems to me Obi Wan and Anakin cannot seem to quite to understand each other or basically to get along with each other. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm not saying that Obi Wan hates Anakin. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. He just has some difficulties with Anakin, just trying to control his temper and trying to control some of the things about what's going on and so like that. Basically to help him stuff like that. And so to help him help him to become a better Jedi or something like that or whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Now, I also want to mention to you guys on this. Remember what I said back in my episode review that where Anakin and Palpatine get to meet just for a brief sort of time because you could tell like Palpatine like has his eyes on Anakin because he knows that what Anakin is really going to become because he really actually knows that how much power that Anakin could have and basically to be one of the best Jedi's that there is. But even though he's Anakin maybe it's kind of a hard statement for me to make something like that. I believe he could have been a very good Jedi. I do believe he could have been. But even though with Master Qui-Gon, is gone was that and stuff, I really wish that Master Qui-Gon was not dead. I wish he was still exist in the second movie. To me, to be honest, in my opinion on the first movie, I don't know why they killed him off in the first movie. I don't know why. That just doesn't seem right to me. It just doesn't give a very good characterization and build up for Qui-Gon for really much at all. Because I mean, we have not heard what Michael Qui-Gon was actually doing. Even though they send Obi Wan to go Kashyyyk or something like that. I think it's called Kashyyyk or something like that, or Conscourse or something like that. I'm not sure. I think it's called Kashyyyk. It's a planet that has like waters. And it rains all there all the time. I'm assuming so. I don't know. So this is basically the home base. The home base where the bounty hunter go, which is Davis Jugga Fett, which I will get into him in a few seconds. Basically, I believe that Jango Fett was the one that probably took his DNA and probably made clones, which are basically a whole bunch of clones. I mean, hundreds, thousands, maybe a million clones, maybe a million clones. You can tell that these clones are learning how to speak, learning how to train and stuff like that. And you could just tell, just basically, you could just tell that these clones, they don't even have a mother or a father. They don't have a family. All they have is just basically this them. They're basically like brothers, some of that. Now I like the Star Wars series, of the anime series. Now I'm talking about the anime version. I'm not talking about that. That's nothing to do with that. But basically, what I'm talking about here is that I remember like you have one of the top commanders, top commander clones known as Rex. Other ones also as well too, and also the rest of the Jedi's also well too, which I actually do enjoy, and I really did. And I don't know what happened in the ending of the Star Wars, the Clone Wars. I really don't know what really happened at the end of it, and I'm pretty sure the ending was just probably just telling like maybe it's pointing out something more different, or maybe not. I don't know. That's just basically what I think and stuff like that. So yeah, and I mean it's such a shame it's been closed now, and now they're not going to remake another. I don't think they're not going to make another Clone Wars animated series. I don't think they're really not. I really don't think so. It's basically been a long journey for them and stuff like that, and especially you've seen the anime version come on Cartoon Network, but then Cartoon Network was not doing very well with the series and stuff like that. But even though Cartoon Network does not have the control of the series anymore, but yeah. So, like I said, for Anakin, it's just he's basically trying to get himself, basically be involved with Padme. Padme knows that Anakin knows that Anakin is in love. Anakin is in love with Padme, and they're just no telling us what that. You could just see, Padme just. I mean, it seems to me that Padme seems to me that she has her second, thoughts about how she feels and stuff. You can also just know, like, you can also just know, like, when Luke discovered Leia, that his sister, and Leia discovered that her brother, and and then they both begin to ask, like, who's our father is, which is Darth Vader, which is Anakin Skywalker. Now I'm going to get into that boat when I be able to rewatch the movies all over again or something like that, because I love 4, 5, and 6 because they're much more better. They're much more better. 1, 2, and 3. It's okay. I would have to say my favorite one of the Star Wars series out of these 6 videos, I would have to say is the third movie, because the third movie is just basically one of my favorites. It's really actually one of my all-time favorites. But I mean, I know Anakin was trying very hard to obey his master. I know it must be very hard. He's kind of like a father figure. Anakin is like a son. You're like a son to Obi-Wan, or something like that. You could tell that. You could just tell that Anakin is not Anakin, but Obi-Wan is trying to do the best whatever he can to help Anakin out. And I know he tries his very best and stuff like that. You could just tell that. Yeah, like I said before, Anakin is very stubborn. He's very stubborn. He's very immature for himself. I won't say for his age, but he's very immature. The fact that he's not. That is based on the fact that he does not like taking orders from his master. That's just what I think. So yeah, there's not really a whole lot to basically discuss basically right through, and it's just that's basically it. So I didn't like the fact that Anakin rushed in, rushed in like going after what's his name I'm trying to remember his name. Count? I think his name's Count. I think his name's Count. So yeah, Count Dooku. I do believe so. So yeah, but yeah, not really a whole lot for to talk about. But I'll dive in more on episode 3. I've already seen episode 3 a while back, and so yeah, I think I want to give you guys sorry for poor review, you guys. There's some things I just don't know. Just some things I do know, and I try to collect my thoughts. I have been making a script, but even though my script's all messed up, but yeah. But yeah, tell me what you guys think of the movie. Do you guys like it? Do you guys don't like it? Do you guys think it was one of the best in episode 1 or not? I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you guys have a day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and please hit the notification bell also to let me know. Let me know you guys watch my videos, and please leave your comments below. But yeah, anyways, this is Andrex, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a well day. Take care. God bless. Remember, Jesus love you. I love you guys. Please stay safe. Everyone stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.